Okay, people, welcome to Nutrients 1.1.
Well, what are we going to do today?
We're going to describe the things in a healthy diet, and also we're going to explain how each nutrients help our bodies.
All right, well, let's have a quiz first. So, how many nutrients can you write down? What we want you to do is go ahead and take a minute, pause the video, write down your answers. We'll wait right here.
What are the nutrients? Nutrients, they are the substance our body needs to stay healthy and survive.
So, if we're talking about cows, then it's grass because it's what's for dinner and breakfast and lunch.
And if we're talking about humans, of course, we're not eating grass. We're eating this bajillion
I'm
million.
hungry now. Is it lunchtime?
No, not yet. Okay, let's break down the food, Mr. Wolf. Let's break down the food.
All right, so first, if we break down food, we get 7 important types that we need.
So what are the 7 important types, Mr. Wolf?
Well, I'll do the first one. First one is carbohydrates, and that's for quick energy.
So if I'm like really hungry right now, I should just eat some carbohydrates.
Well, it helps a lot.
Yeah.
But actually, carbohydrates are really good for runners.
Yeah?
People that have a lot of energy, that need to really, in competitive sports and things like that.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna do the second one, which is protein, and it's really good for the growth and repair. So does it include like personal growth? If you want to grow taller, should you
Of
get
course,
more
yeah.
Yeah,
You definitely need it.
Ah.
Muscle growth or all kinds of
Height
things like
growth.
that. Yeah,
you need
of course.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
And important to repair your body. So if you have any damaged parts, right?
That's right. Your body always needs protein.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're always growing new cells, people.
All right, next we have one that's often neglected. That's fiber. And it's not really a nutrient, but it keeps you full. So oftentimes if you eat something, you feel full, and then about 10, 15 minutes later, you feel empty again. Maybe it's because you haven't been eating enough fiber. And fiber is going to keep food moving around in your gut.
So I'm gonna say this part, Mr. Wilk.
Okay, go ahead.
If you are having trouble sometimes like getting the things out of your system, you should have more fibers. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
No early morning pains.
You want to talk about fat?
Okay, fat,
Yeah.
since I'm so fat. Okay, lipids, and we always say, in another word, fat, but in science term, we call it lipids. It's for long-term energy. So if you have more fats, you're storing the energy inside of your body, just in case one day you ran out of them, and then your body will start like using them up. Wait, Mr. Wilk. Sorry.
I'm not Mr. Milk.
How come there's like salmon and avocado in there? I thought they're like fats are mostly French fries or fried fish.
Well, you're right. There are a lot of things that have a lot of fat in it, but actually salmon contains a lot of good fats for your body as well as avocados. So fats are not always bad. There's a lot of good fats as well. And we'll get into that later probably. Okay.
Okay.
And of course, we all know about vitamins and minerals, keeping your body healthy, keeping your eyes seeing, and keeping your skin nice and beautiful.
Exactly.
Thirsty?
So you need to have some water, and that's very crucial. It's a very important part of our lives. Okay, and go into more details.
Okay, so we're going to talk about carbohydrates first. Again, that's the body's main source of energy, so that's usually the bulk of your meal. So if you think about when you eat pasta, you usually most of it's the pasta noodles, and then you have a little bit of sauce. But it's also contained in sugary foods like candy and fruit. Now we have a question from here. Up here it says fruit versus candy. Which one is better? Well, we all know that fruit is better for you, but why? Why is fruit better for you?
And also in vegetables and fruit, you have way more things than just carbohydrate. You have your fibers.
Fiber,
Exactly.
yes, there we go. There we go. Because if you eat candy, 5 minutes later you're going to be hungry.
Exactly. And I love fruits.
It's also in the starchy foods, remember. So rice, bread, those kind of things, that's also where we get our carbohydrates.
Exactly. And lipids, and again, they're for long-term energy storage. They protect your organs. So for example, here, your heart, your stomach. That's what we're talking about.
And also, it definitely keeps you warm. So it is true that people that have more lipids, more fats in their body, keep warm, just like these polar bears.
Yeah, okay. And up into more details, we have proteins. They're the building blocks to repair and make new cells. And also, our muscles and organs are mostly made of protein.
So that must mean we need a lot of protein. If everything is, all our muscles and organs are made of protein, we must need a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very important.
That's
People
true.
often don't think about it.
That's true.
Yeah. And
So what kind of sources of protein are there? Where can we get it?
protein includes beans, including soy, and also egg, meat, and also including fish. Vitamins and minerals.
Well, vitamins and minerals, we need them, but we also need them in tiny amounts. So the best place to get them, obviously, is from fruits and vegetables. They contain a lot of them. Some of them help different parts of our bodies. So, for example, we have vitamin A, which is for eyes. You've probably heard that if you don't eat vitamin A, you lose your eyesight. And if you do eat vitamin A, you'll get better eyesight. Well, the truth is that vitamin A actually helps with night vision. So there's two kinds of cells in your eyes called cones and rods, and one of the two allows you to see at night. And vitamin A helps to switch those cells so that you can see better at nighttime.
Oh, so it's like a light switch.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Ah, so you need vitamin A for light switch, exactly. And calcium for your bones.
Yeah, make sure you eat a lot of calcium.
And broccoli has more calcium than milk, people. You don't need milk. You just eat broccoli.
Yeah, but I like milk.
I don't like it. I eat soy milk. I don't like pure milk. And water.
Well, 70% of our body is water, so drink about at least a liter a day. So when we fix the drinking fountain, so you should be drinking a lot of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a liter is like 8, and so some people say 8 cups. Yeah, somebody drinking about 1 liter is pretty.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the importance of fiber. This is Miss X's favorite nutrient.
Yes.
She's always talking about fiber. So why don't you explain to us what foods can we get fiber from?
So as you can see in the picture, fiber, the good food source of fiber includes whole wheat, grain, fresh or dried fruits, and vegetables. And one thing you need to remember, fiber is not a nutrient. That's why we need to that's why we forgot about it so many times, because we cannot digest it and cannot get energy out of it. But it keeps you full and keeps food moving in your gut. What is more is that fruit and vegetables are always good source of fiber. That's why I love my fruit and vegetables.
All right, so the last thing we'll talk about is healthy eating, which, as you can see here, we don't have a food pyramid. We have a lovely food pie chart, and
which is Mr. Woke's favorite.
Yes, this is my favorite edition, and you can see we have probably the approximate amount of what you should eat. So a balanced diet contains all of these food groups.
So what is balanced diet? What does it mean?
Well, a balanced diet means we need to eat everything in a balance. So we can't eat all carbohydrates, or we can't eat all protein, or all fats, but we need a balance to keep everything in line, because your body needs all these nutrients to be healthy.
Do I have to measure everything that I eat? Like measure the amount of fiber that I take, measure the amount of fat, up to scale?
Oh, I don't think you really need to measure it, but you need to be aware of those things, and we'll look into those things later on. But a general rule is that you probably want to eat the most of your carbohydrates and your vegetables, probably second amount of protein and fats.
Interesting. And of course, we need to eat the right food in the correct amount, just to summarize what Mr. Woke has said. So which is better, candy or fruit, and why?
Which one's better?
Candy or fruit?
Which one?
Which one?
I like candy.
I like fruit. I think you guys all know the reason. If you don't know the reason, go back and watch it again.
Candy's definitely better.
Okay, that's it, people. See you next time.